News with Toski Bennett. With Toski Bennett.
Now, Kim Jong-un celebrated New Year's Eve by announcing his country's readiness to test an intercontinental ballistic missile.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Not sure why a sparkler at midnight isn't good enough for the little type. Perhaps he's just jealous after the legendary rainbow-coloured fireworks display that Australia presented from Sydney. Now, perhaps Kimmy could take it down a notch. Nobody likes an overachiever. If I had friends, you could ask them. Okay?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
News with Toski Bennett. With Toski Bennett.
So, here's some more news from the Korean region. South Korea have announced that they're going to form a specialist unit that will be trained to eliminate the North Korean leader Kimmy at any of his compounds, along with his key men, and confiscate any of the weapons of mass destruction that he's so loud about. Now, talking about being loud, I think maybe they were too loud with this announcement. Wouldn't they do better to be a little bit more stealth and sneak in when they go and do it, so that he doesn't know they're coming? I learned everything I know about being stealth when I did Scouts, and we had to play Stalk the Lantern. Although I don't think I ever won that anyway.
News with Toski Bennett. With Toski Bennett.
Now, I know that a lot of parents are taking their kids who are returning to a new school year, and I thought I'd steer your attention to the stalwart of all things relating to current affairs called News 24, which features an article called 11 back-to-school lunchbox ideas that your kids will love. Some of the items in this list include mushroom and tomato mini pizzas, blueberry and banana muffins, sweet potato, butternut and chevin tarts, corn dog muffins with homemade ketchup, lasagna cupcakes, vegan no-bake granola bars. Now,
what we've got here is failure to communicate.
I think some of these ideas are a little far-reaching for a meal for a lunchbox.
News with Toski Bennett. With Toski Bennett.
So, Donald Trump's big inauguration day is next week Friday, the 20th. Now, you may have heard they're battling to get some acts to perform. I think a lot of the people that had originally signed up turned around to him and said,
"You're fired."
Somebody I think that would be really entertaining to watch is Kimmy from North Korea. They could have a lovely time together at the inauguration. I also had one other backup idea for him, which I thought he could maybe consider.
Nelly the elephant packed her trunk and trundled back to the jungle. Off she went with the trumpety trump, 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 trump.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Trump, trump, trump.
News with Toski Bennett. With Toski Bennett.
So, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's this chap called Donald Trump in the United States of America who's about to become their new president. Anyway, there's a lot of global caution around the inauguration, which apparently has world leaders on edge. Now, that must be the reason our local Edward Zuma is so upset. He is one of 22 children from our president who said that Thuli Madonsela should either become a full-time politician or shut up, and that he doesn't know who she was trying to impress. Now, I'd be impressed if somebody could tell me what a full-time politician is.
News with Toski Bennett. Bennett.
So, because of all this hullabaloo with Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, I decided to put my journalistic skills to work and get to the bottom of it myself. So I dialed +7 495 697 0349, which is the number for the Kremlin, and asked to speak to Vladimir Putin. Of course, we had to have a translator, but when pushed on the issues, this is what I was told back.
You, but, yeah, but, you, but, yeah, because I live at home with Shelley, and she could be my mum, but she might be my sister, I'm not sure. Maybe she's both. And I made her give me all the money out the till and shat in a milk chocolate chip.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
News with Natasha Bennett. News with Natasha Bennett.
Now, just because the Australian Open is going on at the moment and I haven't shared any news about it doesn't mean I don't know anything about sport. I think tennis could be applied to a lot of things, like The Ultimate Apprentice, which is a person learning a trade from a skilled other who's really good at the backhand, if you ask me, and I guess arguably used the drop shot to ultimately win his election campaign. You could call his reported $3.7 billion net worth somewhat of an advantage. And you could say he's played many games of mixed doubles. Did you know that the school champ himself says he hasn't changed since first grade? Well, I guess we all agree with you there. When you come to think of it, perhaps I am quite sporty. Maybe I could be our next Minister of Sport.
News with Natasha Bennett. News with Natasha Bennett.
So I don't know if you've heard right, but a whole bunch of women and some of their really masculine friends, like me, got together for marches against the Trump administration in Washington and all around the world. But the one in Washington reportedly had 500,000 people show up. Now, this is double the number of people who actually went to Trump's inauguration, who said that the figures of low attendance was deliberately false reporting. Not that he's ever inflated any numbers before, right? Apparently 95 people were arrested. And contrary to the popular hope vote, none of those 95 was Donald Trump himself. Now, you might be quite sick of all this Donald Trump news, and granted, it has been very quiet on the local front, which probably means Jake Sisu was reshuffling his cabinet, not the one in his dining room.